Hello, in this video I am going to explain about basics of Raman spectroscopy. The content of this video sessions are introduction about Raman spectroscopy, about theory of Raman spectroscopy, origin of Raman scattering, Raman spectroscopy, application and conclusion. Let me start with the introduction first. Raman spectroscopy is the measurement of the wavelength and intensity of inelastically scattered light from molecules. The Raman scattered light occurs at a wavelength that are shifted from the incident light by the energies of molecular vibrations. Raman spectroscopy is the study of inelastic scattering of light. The inelasticity stems from a transfer of energy between the incident radiation field and the material under investigation. The technique provides, amongst other things, important information about the vibrational state of matter. Also, Raman spectroscopy is used to determine the molecular motions, especially the vibrational one. About Raman spectroscopy, when radiation passes through a transparent medium, the species present scatter a fraction of the beam in all directions. In 1928, the Indian physicist C.V. Raman discovered that the visible wavelength of a small fraction of the radiation scattered by a certain molecules differs from that of the incident beam, and furthermore that the shifts in wavelength depend upon the chemical structure of the molecules responsible for the scattering. If we look at the origin of Raman scattering, look at the figure. When a monochromatic radiation of frequency say mu is passed through a non-absorbing medium, it is found that most of it is transmitted without any change and some of it is scattered. If the scattered energy is analyzed by means of a spectrometer, the bulk of the energy is found at the frequency of the incident beam mu naught. But a small portion of the scattered energy will be found at frequency mu, which is equal to mu naught minus mu m. The scattering of radiation with change of frequency is called Raman scattering. Look at this diagram where the Rayleigh, Stokes and anti-Stokes Ramans are shown. When a substance in any state is irradiated with a monochromatic light of definite frequency, the light scattered at right angle to the incident light contains lines of first incident frequency and second also of a lower frequency. Sometimes lines of higher frequency are also obtained that of the inciding beam will be scattered. It is called the Raman scattering. When the line with lower frequency are called Stokes lines, also the line with higher frequency are called anti-Stokes lines. The line with the same frequency as that of the incident light is called the Rayleigh line. Look at this diagram. This is the experimental setup of Raman spectroscopy. Raman spectroscopy is the measurement of the wavelength and intensity of inelastically dispersed light from particles. The Raman dispersed light results at a wavelength which are moved from the incident light by the energies of the molecular vibrations. Raman spectroscopy is utilized to decide the molecular motions, particularly the vibrational one. Look at this diagram. Raman spectra are acquired by the irradiating a sample with a powerful laser source of visible or near infrared monochromatic radiation. During radiation, the spectrum of the scattered radiation is measured at some angle with a suitable spectrometer. At the very most, the intensities of Raman lines are percentage of the intensity of the source. As a consequence, the detection and measurement are somewhat more difficult than are infrared spectra. During this process, energy is exchanged between the photon and the molecule such that the scattered photon is of the higher or lower energy than the incident photon. The difference in energy is made up by a change in the rotational and vibrational energy of the molecule and gives information of its energy levels. If we look at the applications of the Raman spectroscopy, which is a very powerful tool for analyzing the microstructure and material phase. Also, we can characterize by the chemical bondings. Forensic applications of Raman spectroscopy includes drug identification, fiber and ink comparison, age estimation and fingerprint analysis. Inclusions in materials, etc. also the applications of the Raman spectroscopy. If we conclude this video session, then conclusions is Raman spectroscopy is one type of vibrational spectroscopy which requires a good understanding of the properties of light. It provides a chemical fingerprint of the substance measured and is therefore frequently used whenever unknown materials need to be identified. Raman spectroscopy is useful for analyzing all samples types of including powders, fibers, liquids and gases. Thank you very much.